in 2024, the Seventh-day Adventist Church commemorated the 150th anniversary of J.N. Andrews, the first official Seventh-day Adventist missionary who landed here in Switzerland to share the Adventist message. I use the word commemorate because there really was nothing to celebrate. If he came back to life today, I think he would be surprised and shocked that we are still here. After his pioneering mission work, there was a golden era of Adventist mission, and missionaries started crisscrossing the globe, taking the good news of Jesus wherever they went. But you know, just over 100 years later, church leaders came together to pray together, to plan together, and they got out the world map. This was in the 1980s, and they saw some areas of the world where the Adventist church was strong, other places where it was relatively weak, and other places where it just didn't exist. And from that was born Global Mission. It was at the General Conference session in Indianapolis in 1990 that Global Mission was officially voted by the World Church. And it was a groundbreaking vote because for the first time we started to think not just in terms of geography in our mission, but also in terms of people groups. And we started to think not only of other Christians, but also of people from other world religions. The focus was 100% on starting new groups of believers, church planting, following Christ's method of ministry. And this is what Global Mission has been doing for the past 35 years. We praise God for the wonderful things that have happened since Global Mission began. Literally thousands of new groups have been planted. So many new people groups have been entered. And we've also entered entirely new countries. I think of India, where 2 Global Mission pioneers were rejected in the city they entered. Undaunted, they started worshiping groups in 2 nearby towns. Later, they tried again in the first city, and this time they started a church. And this church, in turn, started a school and planted 4 new worshiping groups. And each one of those new groups planted even more groups. And so the gospel work has multiplied. And we see this happening all around the world. Since Global Mission began, nearly 128,000 new churches and companies have been established. And these aren't just statistics on a page. These are real life men and women, boys and girls, families, millions of people who have found hope in Jesus Christ. Of course, the mission challenge is daunting. When we look at the 3 mission refocus windows, when we see the vast population groups. But this is God's mission, and He's invited us to participate with Him in that mission, to start new groups of believers and make disciples for Him.
Would you serve as a missionary in the first official atheist country in the world? Delmar, Nati, and Clara moved from Brazil to Albania to pastor a church in the city of Kjer. For years, they have been discovering God's purpose for their family.
It's not that the Lord prepared a place for us, but sometimes the Lord is preparing us for His work.
In 2021, Delmar was asked to move to the capital city, Tirana, to serve as president of the Albanian mission. The transition was unexpected, but it opened new ways for the whole family to serve.
So I think I'm very privileged of being able to share the gospel and about Jesus' love to more than 40 kids every day.
Through the Adventist kindergarten in Tirana, Nati shares Jesus with children who are eager to know more.
Usually during Easter time here in the kindergarten, I do like the Holy Week. And I said, look, this is just a small taste of Jesus, remember? And suddenly all the kids, like 40 kids, were shouting, more of Jesus, more of Jesus. And I get very emotional when I share this because I think that's my purpose here.
Even Clara has been enjoying the mission field while she learns the language and makes new friends.
I think it would be great if families and kids would be missionaries, because then it would help us and other countries in the world.
But mission work in Albania is not easy.
Albania is a very secular country. In fact, many people, they have a skepticism toward religion. So it's very challenging to work here, especially when you try some traditional methods for evangelism, because people really don't care much.
At one point, when Delmar was struggling to stay motivated, he asked his father, an experienced church leader in Brazil, whether it was time to leave.
And I remember when he came to visit me the first time, he said, listen, you need to do something here. This church is too small. You don't think it's time to leave that place? You don't think you should come to a place where you get more results? I understand him, because in some way, when we think about how to evaluate ministry, usually we focus on some numbers, results, only baptism or things like that. And I remember that we were talking, and this idea of, listen, even being a small light, very weak light, if you are in a very dark place, sometimes you can make a better difference than if you are in a place that's already many people shining in some way.
Delmar knew his family was right where God wanted them, but he longed for his father to understand as well.
And after a couple hours, he came back and said, son, you are right. You should not leave Albania. You should stay there. You should continue work as a missionary. There are many, many people in this world, they don't know Jesus, and they need someone to preach to them.
That affirmation reshaped the family's focus.
And if someone asks me, but why to send more people where your church is not growing? Why to send more people where there are so many challenges, Well, I think that is exactly we need more people, because it's more difficult. When you become a missionary, your focus is not anymore on the place, your focus on the people. And that's what I think what makes the whole difference.
From Kjer to Tirana, through challenges and opportunities, the mission continues. Please pray for Delmar, Nati, and Clara, and for the people of Albania. When you give to the mission offering, you're supporting missionaries around the globe. Thank you for giving.